What's up? I'm Manny,
I'm Aaron.
and today we're going to be talking and reviewing about One Piece Whole Cake Island arc. And I took some notes. He's not allowed to look because I wanted his impression. So it's from episode 783 to 878, so almost 100 episodes. And we did a little bit of Luffy versus Sanji and like a short of like his reaction because it was funny. But
It wasn't funny.
It was really funny. So what are your thoughts of the Whole Cake Island?
The entirety, I really liked it.
I didn't realize it was almost 100 episodes. It's a pretty long arc.
I'm liking that One Piece is connecting a lot more. Like, all this started all the way in Punk Hazard.
So we're going to be going here and there. The reason why I have the list is so we can kind of go back to certain things. But like the whole connecting thing, it's like we learn about the giants from Big Mom's backstory. So we get to meet Hyruden, who we met in Dressrosa.
Yeah.
We talk about Baragi and Dory from Little Garden. We also talk about Oimo and Kashi from Enies Lobby. So, I mean, that's one thing I really like about One Piece is that just so many things connect.
I feel that before the time skip, it was like adventure, stop, new adventure, stop, new adventure. But now after the time skip, it's like adventure. Next adventure is like continuing.
Yeah, it's like next adventure we're gonna deal with an emperor,
and it's continuing from where we left off. So I liked it. Whole Cake was very very different from all the other arcs we've had. A lot of singing. I really liked that.
A lot of singing.
A lot of singing. This is the first time we're dealing with an actual emperor, and that was crazy. Just like
we actually get a taste of an emperor because before we've been fighting warlords, and not to say they're not weak, but some of them are weak.
Yeah, like the strongest warlord so far that we fought was Dofi, and
and then also Mihawk in the war. But I mean,
like
Mihawk's
the emperors are just on a different level, and it's just crazy to see that.
So one of my favorite things is when they're having the wedding and Luffy goes fourth gear and tries to punch Big Mom, and she punches him back, and she just like one shot knocks him out of gear 4, and I was like,
it takes him like straight out of gear 4, and just like he's
like that's how strong she really is. It's like she's so strong. She's like, I don't want to deal with you right now.
Yeah. So it was really good. The conflict, like everything in it, there are a lot of plot twists, like about Pudding being a bad person, but actually turning around at the end to be
and then having the Two-Face, so it's like, is she good, is she bad?
Yeah, like all of Mom's sons and daughters were really cool to meet and see their powers.
I do like that a lot of her children, I'm not sure if all of them are named after food. I know most of them are. Yeah. But then they all have like unique devil fruits. Like Katakuri has a mochi fruit. Oven has like
a fire.
Yeah.
Not like a heat.
Yeah, it's like a heat fruit.
So everyone has like a food
Smoothie is probably one of my favorite devil fruits, just because it's so weird. It's just like ringing out. Here's a draft for you.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck, bro?
But it was really cool. I liked it. Not my favorite arc, but it's.
I think it's actually really great. Even though, like for me, my favorite's Water 7 Enies Lobby, but like I don't like know where to rank Whole Cake. It's obviously good, just because it has so much conflict in it, and we're not even. I mean, we're fighting an emperor, but we're not really.
Yeah, we got a taste, and now we're running away from an emperor.
Okay, so you want me to go in the list?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I kind of wrote it in like chronological order. Yeah. So the first thing is we are leaving to we are leaving to Whole Cake
from
Zoe, and one of the first things that happens is that there's no one there to cook on the Sunny.
Oh, so that like filler-esque.
Yeah, where Luffy had to cook.
Yeah. It really shows you like how important a cook is.
Yeah, all of them too. Yeah, I mean, because Nami even cooks later, but she uses Sanji's recipe.
Yeah, Nami cooks. And she could do like simple meals. Yeah. But like at the end of it, she uses Sanji's
Yeah, she's
recipes.
Recipe.
So it was very interesting to see a key figure gone from the crew.
So they actually it shows you how important everyone on the crew is, even Usopp,
or like Brooke.
Yeah, Brooke.
Like everyone plays a role. And it was really interesting to see someone not there.
So I have more to the list, obviously. So the no cooking leads to Luffy eating a poisonous fish, what leads to Reiju and Yonji, Sanji's brother and sister, first appearance.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on finally meeting his family?
The similarities are just...
Yeah, I love how they all have, like, the same eyebrow.
They all have the same eyebrow.
It's like...
And it was very... Like, my first impressions, not, like, knowing their backstory, it was very...
they seem cool.
Yeah, they seem cool, but it was very
Especially
weird.
Reiju, because she's helping.
It was very weird seeing... Like, Sanji and his family are completely different.
Yeah.
Like, Sanji's caring, a simp for everybody, every woman. I'm sorry, no men.
I mean, like, there's parts where he's like, I don't even care about you.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's the ladies?
Like, he's super caring and, like, he cares about the crew, and it is so weird seeing that, like, it was basically like seeing, like, the negative side. Like, you know how, like, in like, games, there's, like a dark version of a person that you have to fight, or like in Naruto when he has to fight
the dark.
It was like kind of seeing that. It's like, I'm the opposite, you know.
Okay, next on the list is meeting Big Mom. Our first appearance, actually meeting her instead of her like silhouetted.
Yeah, when she sings, saying that the Straw Hats are coming.
Yes, the tea party's starting. The Finsmokes are here, so we actually get to meet her. So how do you like her character design?
Character design, I
will say she is very unique.
She's very recognizable.
Yes, like if you see like any silhouette of like this big old blob and like little hat, then you know that's Big Mom.
But like even like farther into her backstory, you can tell it's Big Mom.
Oh, I saw a meme today that's to do with her beginning, middle, and end, and I'm like, and then someone said she's like a Pokemon, how she's evolving. One day I'll show you because it was funny.
But it was Big Mom is very cool for like I know
she's crazy, but
like I know the other emperors, like there's Shanks, there was Whitebeard, now Blackbeard,
Blackbeard,
Kaido, like all of them, all the emperors, easily recognizable, and like they're all distinct, in their own way. Yeah, they're all so different, and it's like we know what we have to do. I just like how Big Mom and Kaido are like huge, and then the other emperor is just like normal Shanks.
That's like when we meet Whitebeard and Shanks for the first time, and Shanks is like the small, and Whitebeard's sitting on the chair, and he's all big.
Yeah, it's like all the emperors are huge, and then there's Shanks. But Shanks, we still don't know how strong.
So next thing I have is Pound and the Seducing Woods.
So I really thought Pound was trying to help. So when Pound said like, "Oh, you're the Straw Hats,"
he's very goofy at first. It's like, "Oh, can you get me some apple juice?" And I'm like,
"Oh, Pound. I thought you meant pudding."
Oh no, I meant Pound.
I'm sorry. Pound.
I mean, pudding. I just have this like, pudding is in all of this, but because she leads them to the Seducing.
But I thought you were talking about how pudding like tricked them in the beginning, and like I really thought. I mean,
pudding is like a whole different monster.
We'll go into pudding later. Yeah. But Pound and the Seducing Woods. Yeah. I
like the Seducing Woods because like everything.
As soon as they went into the Seducing Woods, I knew something was up. Like them going in circles and like.
And then you find out later that they're going in circles, and because then they keep seeing Pound. Yeah. It's like, what is happening here?
Pound is he's goofy, and I do love when Cracker takes him out of the ground, and everyone's shocked that he's not a giant. He's just a giant head.
He's got tiny little legs.
Tiny little legs and a giant head. He's really cool, and learning that he's actually the father.
No, later on he's the father of Chiffon
and Lola. Hey, and finding out Lola has a sister, and her mom is actually Big Mom.
And that's one of the things you said that in the beginning it ties. When we meet Lola in Thriller Bark, she gives the Viver card of her mom to Nami, And she's like, well, I was born in the New World. And it's like, what?
So, like, when I heard that, I thought she's like, oh, just like from our village, like, if you want to go meet my mom, stay a couple days, get some food, and leave. That's what I was thinking. And then, like, when we find out, it's like, oh, yeah, my mom's Big Ma. It's like...
Yeah, it's even crazy.
It's like, what the heck? What the heck? It was crazy.
Okay, next I have Brulee and Cracker. So we meet Brulee, and then a little bit after we meet Cracker. And I will say, Brulee is one of a kind.
Yeah.
She is very... Okay, she's ugly, alright? That's all I'm going to say. She looks like a witch. Which is...
A witch fine. in the forest, like with a gingerbread house, it's all tying together. Brulee's power, though,
yes, the whole mirror world
really
is
cool.
so crazy.
It was really cool. Like I can't look at a mirror now. I'm always thinking Brulee's gonna pop out.
She's gonna cut you
with her.
So Cracker,
dumb laugh. Cracker was really cool.
So how surprising was it that we meet Cracker and he's like a biscuit man?
Yeah.
And then later on Luffy breaks him, and then it turns out there's someone inside of him.
I was super surprised. I thought it was like...
Because even his bounty has has
biscuit. His biscuit form. I was super surprised. I thought it was like... When Luffy broke the biscuit, I thought it was going to be like the 3 heads at Eni's lobby. No, they're 3 guys.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's just one giant guy with 3 heads. That's what I thought. I thought like a whole bunch of little guys were going to pop out of the biscuit and like, we're Cracker. But no. Actually seeing Cracker like out of his form, he's crazy.
He's actually strong.
He's really strong.
And what? His bounty is a mil? Or not a mil, a bill? It's either like 700 million. I think it is 700 million. I was going to say it's either 700 million.
I know it's higher
or 1 billion.
It's not 1 billion.
So then it's 700 million, I'm pretty sure.
Because I remember because it's a little higher than Luffy's. And also... Because Katakuri is his first billion takedown.
I was going to say, Jack is the first person we meet that has a billion in Zo.
But Katakuri is the first one that Luffy takes out.
Okay, next I have Sanji's backstory.
Sanji's backstory, not the saddest. I will say not the saddest.
I will say pretty sad, though, because
pretty sad.
We learn about how he went actually from the North Blue to the East Blue and then
ran away
because his sister helped him, and then his dad, Judge, is just like a whole jerk.
He's a terrible person.
And, his whole family are jerks except the sister and
the mom. I saw a meme where it was Sanji, and it was like, Sanji's so surprised when he meets Ace because Ace is so nice to Luffy.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I have that meme on my phone.
Yeah, so he's like, why didn't I get a family?
Yeah, he's like, why is the brother so nice? And it's like, at first, like, the audience doesn't realize it, but then now you look back and you're like, so maybe his brother's nice, his brother's not kicking him.
So
and Ace did kick Luffy.
Learning about Germa 66 is...
Germa 66.
Is interesting, and like seeing how the dad wanted to create super soldiers.
He wanted to create super soldiers, the mom said no, and that's why Sanji's so nice.
Yeah.
But even then, we got all the other brothers are like robots, even the sister...
Like, I thought it was funny during the tea party when the dad's crying because he failed, and the brothers are just like,
how could you betray me?
Yeah, the sons are just like, suck it up.
And they're like,
suck it up, we lost. And it cuts to...
they're just laughing.
It cuts to Reiju, and she's like, this is how you created them.
Yeah, you created some monsters.
You created monsters that don't even fear death, and you're over here crying.
Okay, so after the Sanji's backstory, we defeat Cracker and Tankman.
Tankman?
Oh! Yes, Tankman. So there's one caveat about Tankman. He says Tankman stuffed version. So obviously he's like, Tankman I believe is supposed to be big, but because he eats so much of Cracker's biscuits, he's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So he's huge.
So defeating Cracker,
it was also cool seeing Nami help.
Yeah, it wasn't super difficult to defeat Cracker in the grand scheme, but still once
you learn like Luffy's like, oh, I can eat the biscuits.
Yeah.
And then Nami's helping him, and he's just eating everything, and she's like, well, you gotta keep eating. He's like, I can't do
Yeah, it's just like,
she's like
every
surpassing
single time, it's just black clover. Surpass your limits here and now.
Yeah.
And Luffy said, I need to be the king, so I'm gonna eat.
I love their fight because
yeah.
obviously Luffy can't move and
and seeing Tank Man like just take blows and nothing happens, that was cool.
He's just really fat Gear 4.
Yeah.
After I have Sanji versus Luffy. So obviously we talked about Sanji versus Luffy before because of his reaction. And obviously it's super emotional. I think it's more emotional than Luffy versus Usopp, but it's just a great fight.
Yeah.
After that, I have Brooke and the Red Poneglyph.
So Brooke and
our boy
Pedro.
Brooke. Yes.
Them two together was really cool seeing.
Yes.
Like them sneak into.
Yeah, it was a good thing they decided to go off.
Yeah.
And everyone else went to the Seducing woods.
So like their whole like little heist of sneaking into the vault and getting the poneglyphs, I was really surprised to see Brooke actually try to take on Big Mom.
Yeah, he tried to, and he stabbed her, and she's like,
yeah, and
doesn't
like
work here, brother.
When he got caught, and it seems like he failed the mission. He didn't even get the poneglyphs.
And then we learn later on that he's like, oh,
yeah, I have them.
I succeeded.
Yeah, it's like Brooke is on a different level.
Yeah, Brooke really clutched up and was like, I got the red poneglyphs for us.
Also, seeing Brooke's Soul King.
Oh yeah,
ability,
his
soul power, being able to basically is a direct counter to Big Mom's devil fruit.
Yeah, that's why I say they two have like one of the most unique fruits because they're so different from everything else we've seen. It's not normal. Also, I don't have it written, but we learn about Pedro's backstory.
Yeah,
and Whole Cake and how he fights. Baron Tamago, and then we learn later that
he was partners with
Beppo's dad.
Yeah.
But then we also have there's just so many more. So then we have
how he loses his eye.
He loses his eye and his life and his lifespan from Big Mom.
How he's like 80 already when he's like still 30.
Yeah, he's super old because of his lifespan. So after that, I wrote Sanji learns about pudding. So he learns the truth about pudding. And he's like crying and he's trying to light the cigarette. It's not lighting up and they cut to him and he's crying. I felt so bad for my boy.
I felt really bad.
Because this is when pudding is still bad.
Yeah, so like seeing pudding basically torture his sister without him really knowing, but like him actually having feelings for her and like actually planning on going through all this whole thing, leaving his crew.
Yeah, he's like, I have to do this.
Yeah, even though he doesn't want to, he has to do this. Well, and then finding out does he not want to? Yeah, this guy's a simp. But it was really sad to see her true colors and see his reaction. Just like him crying and trying to cope, and it just doesn't work. And
I don't have it written, but I just thought about it. Luffy and Nami getting caught and sent to the prison. And I mean, even then, Pudding tells them the truth. They're stuck there. Big Mom's on the phone. She's like, bro, you're not even worthy. And he's like, fight me now. Fight me now.
Yeah.
Catch my side.
Seeing Luffy's determination to get Sanji back.
He was ready to rip his arms out right there.
Yeah. And like, Nami's just crying because she's terrified that he's actually going to rip his arms off.
And then what happens?
And then our crewmate.
Our boy comes in,
Jinbei. That was really cool.
And then he punches Opera, and then Opera's like, "Oh, I burned it. I burned the book, Mondor. I'm sorry." It's
Mondor was. I
do like Mondor's fruit.
I keep on.
That's another one.
I feel like we keep on going to like just the devil fruits of all the children, but they're all so cool. Mondor with his book devil fruit.
Yeah, and how it's like just books and books of like secret animals.
Yeah,
there's even one of the Manticore from Impel Down.
Yeah,
another thing connecting.
And even Pudding's devil fruit, the memory fruit.
Oh yeah, so that's when we learn when Sanji learns the truth. That's when we learn about Pudding's devil fruit, how she can
edit or erase memories.
It's like,
so
that's cool.
That was really cool.
I do like her
to
devil
see.
fruit. A lot of their devil fruits I do like.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I have Sanji and Luffy make up. So Sanji cooks the food for Pudding.
Realizes he cooks everyone's favorite. And he seeks out Luffy.
And then he's like, oh, why were you here? And he's like, and he's all old. He's like, I knew you would come.
It really filled my heart up seeing that no matter how much Sanji hurt Luffy, Luffy still forgave him because they're friends. Not even friends, they're family.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see that. And it also calls back to his backstory.
Yeah, Luffy still believed in Sanji the whole time, even though Sanji kicked him.
But not even that. Sanji's backstory gets connected into Luffy when he's eating this trash in a box.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is the best. This is the best food ever.
It's so good. And then, remember, that's what I said when we were watching. When he gives bad food to his mom, the dog bites him. And when he gives
the dog's food, he's all older and the dog's trying to fight him. He's like,
dog's trying to fight him, and it's like, bro, get these dogs out of here.
Dog's messing up everything.
So after they make up, then this is such a big arc.
Yeah.
Then we have Luffy and Capone and our man Gastino.
Oh, so
the whole plan to assassinate Big Mom.
Right after Luffy eats. And they get in contact with the Straw Hats.
I like how they're like, Vito's like, no, you guys gotta clean up to go meet father.
Yeah. So right after they eat, they talk to Jinbei. They're like, Jinbei's like, I thought what Luffy would think. And that was surprising because he's on a different level. You don't know what Luffy's gonna do. So for Jinbei to be like, I got it. That was cool. But
and I like how Jinbei's like, you wanted to feed Big Mom, you wanted to feed Big Mom, and you wanted to feed Big Mom. Let's all work together. And they're like, okay.
So the whole thing, like them all in the castle, them talking it out.
So what I was going to say was, I love how Caesar is like, oh, my name is Gastino. And then Luffy's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah. It's like, Luffy is just, he just falls for anything.
So gullible.
Same with the
Soge King.
And
also Usopp. Not Usopp, Chopper. Chopper does the same thing. That's Caesar?
Yeah.
So next on the list is everyone meeting for the tea party. So we have all the children coming.
Yeah, all the children.
Katakuri, Oven, we meet Daifuku, we meet some of the underground people.
Yeah.
Most importantly, Morgan, who does the news, and Stussy, who turns out to be a CP0 agent. It's like,
who's working in the underground, which is crazy.
When she's actually an agent, it's like, whoa.
But when I found out about Morgan, I was super shocked that he works in the underground because it ties back to how Doflamingo switched the news. How
Doflamingo was able to tell CP0, hey, change the news. And it turns out they probably told Morgan, hey, change
but also, Dofi is the runner. Like, he runs the underground.
Yeah, he's a supplier for everyone. They showed in Dressrosa how he's supplying this country, obviously Kaido.
So if you really think about it, it is not hard for Dofi to change the news.
Yeah. And then obviously we have everything. We have the tea party, we have Capone getting ready to blow up the rockets at Big Mom, but then we also have we gotta break Mother Caramel's picture, which then we learn about Big Mom's backstory. Mm-hmm. But we gotta break her picture, and then it turns out it was actually Brooke that broke it, which is really funny because he just
he looks so weird.
So then also Luffy coming out of the cake in the mirror world. And a whole bunch of animals that we actually kind of see beforehand that what he's plotting.
So seeing the whole execution of the plan, everyone at the tea party has their own agenda except Germa 66.
Yeah, I mean they're just there yes, we're getting married.
Yeah, Big Ma and all her kids know that it's a ploy to kill Germa 66 and Sanji.
Get their army, get their clone army.
Capone has people in and out all around getting ready for the assassination.
Yeah.
So the same with the Straw Hat crew and Gaston.
And I was gonna say it also makes a lot of sense because I forgot who said it, but someone said that in order to survive the New World, you have to be a part.
Yeah.
You have to go under a emperor, or you have to defeat.
It was
Law.
Law said it when he made the alliance with Luffy. He said there are 3 options.
2 options.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To go under
emperor,
to become a subordinate, or to overthrow,
or to fight him. But obviously, not Law. Capone was doing both. He was like, I'm a little rat boy, and then he's like, I'm under it. Actually, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So it was actually cool to see Capone and Luffy working together. Another supernova we're getting familiar with. So obviously, Big Mom cries because the mirror's broken. Learn about her backstory, which is she was a trouble as a child.
Yeah. I was surprised that she was so big. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I still don't know why she was so big. Like, because we see her parents. Her parents
are normal. And they drop her off at Elbaf, which is a callback from before even the time skip. We learn about
and Little Garden and the Giants.
Yeah. So we get the whole everything about Elbaf. And
it's also so cool to see that Mother Caramel seems like she, obviously... I'm pretty sure she had the soul fruit, and then she's also a rat.
Yeah,
and she's working for
She's
working with CB0.
Yeah,
selling kids, and it's like, dang, bro, what the heck is going on? She is not right.
And
she is sick.
The hinting that Big Mom eats all her family members, and also
I'm like 95% sure she just ate up all of them.
They never show it because you can't really show that kind of stuff except on Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's not Attack on Titan.
But it is very hinted because she has the soul fruit, then Big Mom gets it, and then
And I just love how Mother Caramel's like, oh, I'm gonna sell her to the Marines, and then I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And it's like Big Mom's like, I'm hungry, semla.
Yeah. We also learn how they make the creme kombucha.
Kuro kombucha. Oh yeah, it's just a whole bunch of semla, cake and stuff put together. So I will say, Big Mom's backstory is crazy because she's an orphan, and then it turns out, she eats Caramel and the other kids.
Meets the head chef.
And then she also meets Seducing, the head chef, later to be head chef there.
Yeah.
And it's cool. His devil fruit's also cool. He just turns whatever he wants
into food. I was surprised later, like near the end of Whole Cake, Big Mom says that Seducing, whenever he makes sweets, it fills you up, but it does not taste good.
It doesn't fill your... It doesn't have like that.
It doesn't have the sweet taste.
What you're craving. Yeah. Which she obviously has a problem with. So I didn't write this, but I just thought about it because I have Run from Big Mom. But the reason why they fail because she's screeching and the rockets don't explode on components.
Yeah, everyone's super shocked because
it didn't work.
Nothing's going to plan.
And then nothing's going to plan. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So then everything seems bad. We're all getting captured, and then what happens? The Tamate Bako box,
which was from Fisherman Island,
blows up.
That's what I'm saying. Is everything's connected. Yeah, after the time skip, even Fisherman Island.
200 episodes ago.
Yeah,
it just blows up, or no, not even 200, like 300 episodes.
Yeah.
So then it blows up, saves everyone. Like everyone's like, okay, everyone get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then also Sanji having to save his family. He wanted him to save his family.
I was surprised how Sanji dealt with the bullet. Because he just said, oh yeah, I'll dodge it, jump off the cake, and we'll get him.
That will be the signal.
Yeah, but it never worked. It never happened that way.
Yeah, because of Super Katakuri, he was like, oh, I'm seeing in the future. And then he's like, I see in the future, and he's going to dodge it. So I'm going to shoot this jelly bean at him. And instead of shooting, when he shoots the jelly bean,
it hits the pastor. And
then Sanji's like, oh, dodge this.
Yeah.
And then the pastor shoots, and then
that's the signal
for everything to kick off.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, so then we got run away from Big Mom. So everyone's getting on the Sunny. Well, they're getting in the Seducing Woods.
Well,
and
everyone
gotta get away.
Yeah, so like everyone gets into Capone. They plan everything out to get off
of the cake. Capone and his I didn't write it because I forgot. I just tried to do this list quick. Capone and his castle fruit.
Yeah.
How it's like he's all big.
Yeah, and it was really weird seeing like nothing like happens to the castle. All happens to Capone.
Yeah, I like how it's like just skill.
Yeah, everyone in the castle is completely fine.
So Capone's like, ooh.
Yeah, he's getting beat up. It's crazy.
Like, help me. Oh, and then, what's happening?
Yeah.
So then, obviously, we get to the Sunny, and then we're sailing away. Big Mom's chasing them, but this is all a mess. Cause
yeah, so when we get to the Sunny...
So I have the Straw Hats versus Big Mom, because that's a one side we're dealing with, and then we have the Mirror World, we have Luffy versus Katakuri.
So...
Which obviously is...
Before we get into that big fight, grand fight, I gotta talk about Pedro.
Oh, so that's right. Before we even sail away, Pedro
sacrifices himself.
He's like, see ya.
So, Manuel, when we were watching, you brought up if Pedro is going to be another incident like Pell.
Or Pell just survives a nuke
in Alabasta.
Yeah.
I believe Pedro's dead. It is sad to say, but I truly believe he died for a great cause. Everyone had to deal with something. Kara got a boost.
So that's what I was going to say. It also leads to... So they get away, and then they're obviously trying to fight Big Mom and her crew getting away. Mm-hmm. And then Carrot has like, it's a full moon tonight. Yeah. And then obviously she gets her Sulong power up. Yeah. And she's like just going beast mode, destroying all of like Daifuku's ships and stuff. Yeah.
So this is going to take up a big portion, but we have to talk about Luffy versus Katakuri.
Yes.
That was a crazy fight.
How surprising is it that Katakuri, his observation haki is so good that he can see in the future?
Really surprising. Because the person I'd say the strongest person we know that has best observation, I'd say is probably Sanji.
Yeah, I'd probably say Sanji or
So, I mean,
Luffy
we see him dodge like bullets. Like even Luffy dodges bullets in
Saba, like the pacifista in Sabaody.
So that's crazy. But to actually like predict see the future 5 seconds, they say that's crazy.
Probably like 3 to 5 seconds.
So like with his power and then his mochi, we learned that like he's not a Logia.
Yeah, he's like a weird paramecia where it's like. He kind of is. His body's made like a mochi in a way. It's almost like Trouble, but
I was telling you that. Better. I was saying it's very interesting that we're seeing a lot more devil fruits that are kind of like a mix of fruits, like kind of paramecia, kind of Logia, kind of paramecia, kind of Zone. Mm-hmm. Like we're seeing all these unique devil fruits that are like kind of like mixing, but they're set. So I was gonna say. It was crazy to when Katakuri told Luffy, "I'm not a Logia. I'm just morphing my body to dodge your head."
He's seeing in the future and just dodging everything.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah. So
that explains why he has over 1 billion bounty. Yeah, because he's a beast.
And Luffy just cannot touch him no matter what.
And it's even funnier because it's like. Well, in the beginning of the fight, Luffy's like, I'll punch you, and then he's going to punch him with, like, an elephant gun. Mm. And then Katakuri's like, well, I got a bigger hand.
Yeah, so, like, him. I just love when like, the grunts are like, oh my gosh, Luffy has such a big hand. Katakuri has an even bigger hand. It's like, he's, like, one-upping him, and Katakuri's just like, yeah, whatever you do, I can do it way better.
So then he defeats him.
Yeah, defeats him.
And then he takes his little donut break.
Yeah,
and then we actually get to see his mouth. Because he's always hiding it with his sleeve.
Yeah, which his jaw extends.
His jaw's like all fat.
And, he doesn't look weird. People made fun of him. I think he looks cool no matter what.
Yeah, he's still a cool guy.
Yeah. So, Luffy actually wasn't defeated.
Yeah, Luffy
eats the mochi.
Yeah, Luffy was eating the mochi the whole time.
And fights Katakuri.
I like when he gets out and they're like, the chefs are like, we can't let him find.
And Luffy's
Katakuri.
all fat. He runs away.
Yeah, he's like
comes back all thin.
He's like, he left, and Luffy's like, I sent someone in that shrine.
Yeah.
And then he just punches in, and then we see Katakuri singing.
Yeah, singing,
on his back for once.
Yeah.
And he's just eating his fat mouth.
They started the fight, Brule was telling Luffy, Katakuri's never lost. He's never been on his back. Even when he was born.
He's been up.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
That's it. And then he's been sitting on this high chair.
Yeah.
But
what do they call him? The perfect brother?
Yeah, the perfect brother. But destroying that shrine, getting Katakuri off guard, Luffy actually hitting him.
So then Luffy is slowly figuring out Katakuri's fruit and also slowly
realizing his hockey level.
Yes, he's getting stronger in his observation. And then we even see Rayleigh teaching him about hockey.
Back in the time skip.
Yeah.
We're learning everything about how observation hockey works and how you can train it. And you have to be calm, and you could actually predict the future.
So I think that's when they're about equal.
Yeah.
When Luffy's finally starting to see the future. And then that's when we get Snake Man.
Yeah. So we finally get the second version, or the third version after Tank Man. We get Snake Man, who's super fast, not as big as just normal Gear 4 Luffy.
Yeah.
But because
he's shorter and slimmed down, I think.
He's super fast, and he's actually even getting Katakuri off guard because Katakuri feels like he's dodging it, and then
he's trying to see in the future, and then Luffy's still going beyond that.
So we actually see Luffy actually trying to power up his observation, taking hits, just closing his eyes and taking hits.
That's one of my favorite parts. He's like trying to see in the future. He dodges one, and then the next punch hits him, and he's like, I'm like, bro, it's not working.
But it is super cool seeing Katakuri's reaction to him actually realizing Luffy's powering up right as we speak. And he's learning how to see the future.
I also have Flambe here, the sister that shoots Luffy and makes his leg paralyzed, and then he gets stabbed by Katakuri because of that, and then Katakuri realizes later, he's like, wow.
Yeah, this fight's been tampered.
Yeah, this fight's been tampered, and then he stabs himself, and I'm like, bro, this man wants a fair fight.
Yeah, I liked seeing that. I like seeing Katakuri, get mad at his sister, how dare you.
Oh, and then one of my favorite parts is when they're like, you know what, all these weaklings are around.
Yeah.
Let's get these
and then
weaklings
both
out.
of them use their King's Hockey.
And then just get everyone knocks out, and they're like, Let's do this.
It was kind of sad seeing Flambe trash talk her brother. You're a weak person because of your morals.
And then she sees his mouth and she's like, you're nasty.
Yeah, you're disgusting. Everyone's laughing at him.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I want a fair fight with this opponent.
This is my guy right here.
This guy is powering up and he's going to overtake me.
So then Luffy defeats, after finally a beautiful animation when they have
great fight.
What is it? The Black Mamba?
Yeah.
Where he's like doing his fist turns into like a snake, like a golden snake or something, and he
finally hits him, and he also Katakuri hits him with the unescapable mallet.
Yeah. So then they both go down, and then
Katakuri lands on his face, on his stomach, not on his back. Luffy finally gets up after a little bit.
Yeah, they both were out for 20 minutes or something like that. Because I remember I was looking at the clock. Because everyone's waiting for Luffy. Everyone's waiting for either Luffy or Katakuri to come out of the mirror in Chocolate Town.
Mm-hmm.
And Oven and the whole army are waiting. But yeah, so then they were there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they both wake up finally. And then Katakuri's like, are you going to fight Big Mom again? He's like, of course I will. And then Katakuri just lands on his back.
Yeah.
And it's the ultimate sign of respect for Luffy. He's like, you know what? You get the back.
Yeah. It was really cool. Also, during the fight, it was really cool seeing Katakuri dodge falling on his back. Almost breaking his neck.
I like when he's about to land on his back and he just lands on his neck and
Yeah. So while that whole fight is going on, Sanji's making the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Making the wedding
because
cake.
The whole wedding cake was destroyed. So then Pudding,
Chiffon,
Sanji, and a whole bunch of the other chefs that are in Whole Cake are baking the cake for Big Mom.
Yeah. So seeing the preparation and actually seeing pudding.
Oh, I like when he pudding's slowly changing. But I like the part when one of the chefs takes like a little bit of the seasoning, and the chef's like, "I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
it's so sweet. I'm gonna die.
So delicious."
And they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So seeing all that happen, that was really cool. Also,
Yeah.
And seeing Sanji come back to his moral compass, saying, "If you're hungry, I'll feed you.
Yeah, I'll feed you.
It doesn't matter."
And I do like that. It's like Sanji's own way of showing like his cooking has gotten better.
Yeah.
So then, after we defeat, we're getting out of the mirror. Then we have this mysterious lion guy that's helping us.
Yeah.
And then, by surprise, it's Peckham's.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was Peckham's. What do you call himself? Mysteriums?
Mysteriums.
I had no clue it was Peckham's. I was so surprised when he looked at the moon and he said...
So dumb. I like how when he jumps out, everyone's like, it's Peckham's. And he's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
At least he can't pull it off as good as Silka King.
Yeah.
We still don't know who that guy is.
Don't know. Even Bartolomeo.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I love when he jumps out of the mirror. He's like, I got to save Luffy because Pedro wanted Luffy. He wanted to help Luffy. And then, I'm forgetting everyone's names. Peggums turns Sulong, which is cool.
Yeah.
And we actually get to see another Sulong. So then they're saving them and whatnot, and then they get them back to the ship, and the Straw Hats are finally together. They finally got Sanji. They saved them.
Yeah,
they gotta get the cave.
Still not done yet.
We still gotta get out. So while Big Mom, so the whole cake. I mean, I'm trying to do this fast. So they take the cake. Capone takes the cake, and he's like, "We're gonna go to this island because the chiffon said."
Mm-hmm.
And then Luffy's like, "Okay, we're getting out," but they're being chased by Smoothie,
everybody,
and Elvin and whatnot. And then Capone's being chased by Big Mom.
Germa 66 again steps back in.
Yes, that was cool to see them to step in and actually help, like Sanji and everyone else.
Yep. And then even then they're still cornered, and then the Sun Pirates.
And then the fishermen step in, and help it's out. Like I love when they show Fisherman Island, and then everyone has like a straw hat.
Yeah, everybody has a straw hat.
Yes, Luffy.
Yeah. So after all that fighting, we finally get out, and we move on to the new arc.
Hold on. Big Mom tastes the cake.
Yeah.
And she's like...
She almost dies.
She almost died. It's so sweet.
So
she's
delicious.
Like, this cake is so perfect. Even though it's perfect, she's like, you guys are not getting out of our territory alive. And then that's when all her children are like, we're going to stop him, we're going to stop him. But then that's when the fishermen come in and help. And then Jinbei, what does Jinbei do? He says, I got to stay.
Mm-hmm. And
then Luffy says, you're a part of my crew now. I am your captain, Jinbei. And we'll be waiting for you in Wano. Do not die. And that's when you know, like, Jinbei's the homie.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be with us one day.
There's a lot of stuff that we missed, like a lot of details, but it was a crazy ride.
So, I don't want to skip this because we're gonna finish Whole Cake with probably the biggest thing. Luffy's bounty.
Oh, yes.
And the news of him being the 5th emperor declared by Morgan.
So that was
I love when Luffy's reading it and he's like
oh, my bounty dropped.
My bounty went down, and then it's like, no idiot, you don't know how to read. It actually went way up.
Yeah, I was thinking like, did it go down because like he's trying to take down an emperor and like that's helping the navy? Like why does bounty go down?
Yeah, I think I was also shocked because it didn't make any sense why his bounty would go down.
But actually, it's all the way
it went billion. It went up $1 billion because it was 500, and now it's $1.5 billion.
Also, Sanji's bounty is finally above Zoro's.
Yes, it says 10 million, 10 million above Zoro's, and he's like, yes, that stupid Ma said.
And then he realizes it's because of the Vinsmoke name.
The Vinsmoke name. He's like, oh, depressed again.
Yeah. So it was great.
That's it for the list. That's
getting the crew back together. It was a rough fight. I was telling Manuel, like, it feels like a roller coaster. We're going up, The climax is when we get to the tea party. Starts going down.
Then we're losing.
Then whoa, it keeps going back up.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just a roll, and then like everything, Sanji, pudding, and then we're gonna build a whole cake. We're gonna destroy the cake, and then we're going down. They're getting captured, and then we gotta fight, and then we're getting captured again, and then the Sun Pirates save us, and Germa saves us, and then we're just sailing out.
So for my closing, like at the end of the arc, my final thoughts. It was crazy and also sad to see Pudding actually
that was one thing.
change.
That's one thing we forgot. Pudding kisses Sanji at the end.
She fully changes.
She cuts his memory.
Kisses him, cuts his memory, doesn't know it ever happened. My boy scored and lost. Such a sad moment.
I mean, that's one thing that's like, Pudding is like everywhere. It's like, is she good? Is she bad?
And not only that, even Nami got a boost because she got Zeus
yes,
as
that's
a
at the end.
companion.
Nami captured Zeus from Big Mom, and it's like...
So now Zeus
Big Mom's not going to be happy.
Yeah, Zeus is a little friend we have now, which is really cool. Yeah. The Sunny's all destroyed. We need to get Frankie ASAP.
Frankie fast.
It was such a wild ride. I loved the respect Katakuri gave Luffy after he beat him. Mm-hmm. It was a great arc.
I also love how like they're like, there's no way Katakuri will lose to Luffy.
Yeah.
And then Brulee's like, Luffy defeated Katakuri, and everyone is shocked. And they're like, no way he must have cheated.
We actually got Brule and Katakuri's backstory.
Oh, how she got the scar. And Katakuri's like,
I'm never letting my guard down.
And then he goes conquerors.
I'm not gonna lie.
That was cool.
Brule looked normal when she was young.
Yeah. And then she got that scar, and then she was like...
And then she turned into a witch. Yeah. With her evil laugh. But I'm excited for this next arc.
So yeah, we started the next arc, Reverie, and we're a couple episodes in. But we'll do a review on that later. Mm-hmm. But as a whole, how'd you like Whole Cake?
As a whole, it was a great cake.
It was a beautiful cake.
It was a
delicious,
beautiful cake.
Just like Big Mom.
Yep. Just as good. So,
and that's one thing I've been telling him. It's like, this whole arc, from the beginning, we've been trying to fight Kaido.
Yeah.
And we didn't even hurt Big Mom.
Yeah. So he was
she's
saying,
completely fine.
We've been fighting like emperors. I'm not emperors. We've been fighting warlords, and they're strong. They're not weak opponents. But we finally got a taste of fighting an emperor, and it's a tough battle.
She's not even scratched.
And it took everyone, and they didn't do anything. So, for Luffy to get the title of 5th Emperor without even scratching...
Oh, I love how Big Mom's like, who lost?
Yeah.
I didn't lose.
No one lost. He lost because he ran away.
Yeah. She's like, she's mad. She's like, no way, bro. I did not lose. And then we kind of see her at the end going... what's it called? Leaving somewhere on a candy slug.
Yeah. So I'm just scared. Honestly, scared for them to fight more emperors because they're strong.
We didn't hurt Big Mom, and now we got to go fight Kaido. And it's like, whoa, we didn't hurt Big Mom, who's an emperor. Now we got to go fight Kaido, who's also an emperor. So
it really makes me wonder because like we don't know how strong Shanks is. That's one of the emperors. Another emperor was Blackbeard, or the new emperor.
Yeah, but I will say Blackbeard, one thing we don't know about his haki.
Yeah, he's weird. But I was going to talk about the person before Blackbeard, Whitebeard. He was super strong, and he was super old. It took it took everybody just to take him down.
Yeah, almost the whole Navy just to hurt him.
We don't know about Kaido. He jumped off a Sky Island and didn't even get hurt.
Yeah.
And then Big Ma, who's just a monster. So
the only thing we really learned about Big Mom is the only way to hurt her is to show her a picture of Mother Caramel and break it, and then she gets hurt by her little knee scratch.
Yeah, just because she drops her guard.
Yeah, other than that, she's totally fine.
I was thinking it's dangerous, but we could probably starve her. Seeing how thin she got, just wanting that cake.
But it doesn't matter because she gets hungry and she just destroys everything.
Yeah,
and she's even crazier.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's crazy.
Yeah, but as a whole, I will say rewatching Whole Cake, it was so cool because like there's so many cool devil fruits, the observation hockey, Big Mom being super strong, all of her children, like their whole army. It was just a new shine on the emperors. Like we're actually kind of realizing how strong they are because like Katakuri was like the second strongest behind Big Mom, and Luffy barely defeated him.
Barely.
So it's like, well, how are we gonna?
It makes me
fight
wonder.
Kaido?
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Do you think Luffy could have beaten Jack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You think it would have been the same fight as Katakuri?
No, Jack for me feels a little weirder. I feel like he's just so big. Like he's such a big target.
He's just strong. He's not like that. He has no tricks. He's just strong.
Yeah, because he's so big. Because he's just an elephant. His man beast, maybe that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But like just his beast form, I feel like it'd be easier for Luffy, like Tank Man Luffy, just to fight him.
Yeah. So that was our whole review on Whole Cake. I loved it. If I can give it a rating, probably 8 out of 10. It was really good. Again, it's not my favorite arc, but it's up there. It was a really good arc.
There's just, I mean, the creativity in the arc was crazy. But like, I feel like we didn't do anything on Whole Cake.
Yeah.
The only thing we did is got Sanji back.
Yeah.
And the Poneglyph. That's one important thing, the Red Poneglyph. But other than that, like, Sunny's destroyed.
Yeah.
We're all hurt. I mean, we did get Zeus, but like, there's not like much to count.
Yeah. So it's like it was a detour.
We still got a long road.
I feel like it was a pit stop, and then we're leaving the pit stop, and all our tires are broken.
Yeah. We got one tire left, and we gotta get to Wano now, and it's like now we gotta fight Kaido, and it's like we're on one tire.
Yeah. So I just can't wait to see what the Straw Hats do next. That's all
I'm not gonna say anything because obviously I'm caught up. So Wano is really good, I will say. But let us know in the comments if we missed anything because it's such a long arc. We probably missed so much stuff. But make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. Like I said, tell us how much you like Whole Cake. Make sure you subscribe. If you're subscribed, ring the bell. It lets you know when we upload. And any last words?
Cool.
All right. See ya.
See ya.